3 bedrooms, 1 level with a great meadow view in gorgeous Saddle Lake Farms. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty. Call on Colleen.
This is the Weather Extreme video, the morning edition for Wednesday, the 28th of October. James Spann here. Nice day today, but a challenging forecast with this end of the week system. A lot of questions, and we'll see if we can dig up some answers. Let's go right to it and take a look at some of the Skycam shots early this morning. First off, from the Wingate Inn, overlooking Highway 280 at the insane hour of 5 o'clock. Hardly anybody out there, but don't worry. That traffic will pick up soon. That's a Cullman Skycam looking back toward downtown Cullman. And from Decatur, always nice shot there of those lights glistening off the Tennessee River. Well, we got a whopper of a trough out west. The system that brought the rain yesterday has moved on to the east. That's rotated northeast of the state. And the trough in the west is very deep, and often those are slow in moving. And it's going to be a difficult forecast for the weekend, determining when exactly the main energy gets in here. And as you'll see, the timing is considerably slower as we're looking at it now. It's getting cold out there, too. Temperatures are in the teens. Underneath that trough, it is cold and snowy. We've got winter storm watches and warnings out there from Utah and Colorado up to North Dakota. Big-time winter storm. They'll be slammed out there. And we've got flash flood watches up now through a large part of eastern Texas, up into Arkansas and parts of west Kentucky and southern Illinois. And all of that will be filled in inevitably, including places like Shreveport and Memphis. They're going to really have some heavy rain. West of Alabama is this thing just is not going to move much initially. Now, in terms of severe weather, there's a slight risk today for parts of Texas and Oklahoma. That will be mainly west of Dallas and west of Oklahoma City. Tomorrow, big risk area. This could be a pretty significant little outbreak tomorrow from Dallas and Austin up to Houston, Shreveport, Little Rock, Tulsa, Jackson, Memphis involved in this thing. Day 3, which is Friday, there is a slight risk over parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, and extreme west Alabama. And at the moment, the guys have not opted to go for a day 4 outlook, which would be Saturday. And I think inevitably there will be a risk on Saturday, maybe including a pretty good chunk of Alabama, as you'll see in just a moment. And this is going to be problematic, this heavy rain axis from near Lake Charles up to Memphis. There's going to be some big rains out there. This is suggesting 5 inches, and I could see even more than that. In Alabama, the amounts taper off from 2 inches around the shoals down to just a small amount for Dothan. Well, here's the deal. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. This is at the 500 millibar level, about 18,000 feet off the ground. Big, deep, cold trough out west, warm ridge over Florida. And that's going to set the battleground here. Down below, of course, we've got a nice day today. We got some low clouds this morning. Once those burn off, pretty decent day. Partly to mostly sunny with low 70s. And look at the snow setup out there for Denver. If you were flying to Stapleton, not Stapleton, their new airport out there today, be aware it's going to be a big mess. Now, tomorrow, there's your setup for severe weather. Deepening surface low near Omaha, Nebraska. And you can see areas east of Interstate 35 with potential for strong to severe storms and heavy rain. Here, we'll mention the chance of a shower late tomorrow, but I think much of the day tomorrow will be dry. Pretty good south breeze kicks in. And then here's the deal on Friday. That 588 ridge is strengthening, holding the storm system back. And the GFS wants to lift this thing out in 2 pieces. One piece lifts out up there over the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and a part of it hangs back over West Texas. And down at the surface, really the rain area does not move much at all. The deepening surface low that was over Omaha is up in Canada, and you can see that trailing band of storms almost stationary from Houston to Memphis and Indianapolis. And for here, I don't think it rains much on Friday. Yes, there could be a few scattered showers, but during the day, I don't think it rains much. And quite frankly, I don't know if it rains that much Friday night now because the whole thing has been slowed down to Saturday. In fact, let's look at Saturday. The southern part is still west of us, taking on somewhat of a negative tilt. The 588 ridge just beginning to move. It's not phased up. The polar jet is north of us, so there's going to be no cold air involved. And down below that, Even on Saturday, the bulk of the rain is still west of here, especially west of Interstate 65, so the western part could be wet, but places like Anniston, I mean, you could be dry all the way through midday Saturday here because of the strength of the ridge. Atlanta will be dry through Saturday. But again, the heavy rain continues west of us, and that's why there's some pretty good concern for flooding for Lake Charles and New Orleans and Memphis and Jackson and places like that. And then finally, Saturday night, the deepening surface low is north of us, and here comes the band of showers and storms. So really, it's a whole 24-hour adjustment here, where yesterday morning we thought the big show would be Friday night. By golly, now it looks like it might be Saturday night. And a peek at the European model, now it's given us a different look, and that's, again, part of the reason this is a tough forecast. It's got a phased trough. This is Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. That, again, would be supportive of a big rain day on Saturday and maybe strong to severe weather, and that would be considerably cooler Sunday. But both models suggest Sunday is going to be a nice day. There's a look at Sunday with the GFS. The rain is on by. So we're still looking at a nice day Sunday for the big race at Talladega. But Saturday's a big day with trick-or-treating for the kids and the Magic City Classic and all these things going on. I just think right now we have to think rain Saturday and even Saturday night. And Monday of next week looks dry. Tuesday, the cool air tries to dip in here. We've seen variations of how much cool air gets in here, this suggesting the cooler air stays up north. There's Wednesday of next week still looks dry, so at least next week looks pretty benign. Into the forecast, the 12th of November, ridging down here, and that's not particularly cold at all. I mean, what's that tropical thing out there in the Atlantic? It's been one of the quietest seasons in a long, long time, and I would imagine that might disappear on future runs. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.